Okay, microphone seems to be working. Tea. Still warm. Laptop functioning. Let's do this. Hey Froy, how's it going? There we go, we're starting. Homework going okay? Or are you still taking a break from it? Oh, good. Well done on getting a good mark on your presentation, by the way. Yeah, that's fair. But you said you have like until the 20th? Sorry, by the way, the game's taking a bit longer than usual to start up for some reason. Ah, 20 seconds. Not too bad. Oh yeah, today's the 20th. Wow. Come on, game. Put the cursor behind me. Ah, not too bad. Obviously, I was working my day job over the weekend, so I was a bit wiped out most of the morning, but now I am here, and I'm going to play this. Okay, so last time we fought a bunch of water snake knights, as one does. And of course we won. A visit from my favourite reader. What is the occasion? Yep, did all the options yesterday, didn't I? Farewell for now then, reader. Okay, let's see what the options are. Ooh, love that water. Oh, I guess I'm over that water effect. Sorry. Ragged Rock. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Or Frosty. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Alright, sorry about that, Froy. I suppose Twitch is probably dealing with a lot more people watching streams all of a sudden. Anyway, to answer your question, yep, I'm doing pretty well right now. Got to go with my favourite imp. The imp teaser has been much more animated than even usual. What is it, little one? Tizo seems to think there's something very delicious in these waters. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Just then, Tizo dives into the waters and vanishes into the depths. I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns. His claws empty. Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Chai begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. Oh. Chai and Tizo lost -1 hope for the next rite. Damn. Well, that wasn't a good choice, was it? Love that little wave effect up there. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby waters stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. The knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Yes! I am so happy we get to recruit this knight. Me worm. This wormly knight. Can you believe this, Hedwyn? Not really, no. Nay, look not ye so surprised. Your valour in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honour as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! I know, right? This knight can no longer abide by such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid you your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm. Some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Yeah, I mean, obviously Bastion had the squirts. Transistor sort of had the, maybe some of the smaller units, but I think this game is literally, like, half the cast exists because there needs to be plushies of them. Oh, like Zim. Lies! The filthy earth boy lies! I have a mighty need. Jodriel pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodriel glares back at the worm. He tries his best to look presentable. Oh, look, he's got a little scar across his face. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gaiman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, that he can come along. For now. Look at it. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus he shall go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Yes. Tentatively agree to whatever he is asking, so he can get on with it already. Beg pardon? It is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Okay, let's see what he has to do. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. Help see his mission through. He has an aura trail that extends behind him. Press left mouse to snap the end of this trail in an aura slash. In my defence, Sir Gilman was incredibly cute. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought not to be far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we take are highly forbidden. I love doing this voice. But they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Oh, don't make me choose between the imp and Sir Gilman, please. Okay. Ooh. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns, boiling the seas with their wrath. Unfathomed plurns. The sea titan once slain by the scribe Underking Orez. Her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. The Book of Rites. Okay, fine. The imp. Mostly because he's got that silent squeakiness to him. So he literally communicates in vibes. Can't get cuter than that. Exiled worms within these waters have long harboured these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downsized channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Orez started. Oh, that's quite neat. Hold it, like, right there, you treacherous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior? Superior by rank no longer, but we no longer serve the Commonwealth, last this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honour left at all? This knight has done that which it required doing. His honour cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. What? By you? You dare staunch a tempest for those night wings? Good to deluge. This knight is born to dare. Now come fight this knight if you so dare as well. Fire hearts! Banish him! This is an order! Heck yeah. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilbert, you wish to stand against your commander? Have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me, banish this troublemaker. Lady Seagrass, see as Worm Knight duty bound serving Sir Deluge in the Pyre Arch. Same for Sir Marsh, I guess. You're a master of this knight no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus shatters our fraternal bonds. Fraternal. Whatever. This knight would say it was an honour serving you, Sir Deluge, but that will be a bold-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. What? Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head, Gilman! I love everything about this knight. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for us now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Yeah. Definitely feels like an improvement on Bastion and Transistor, and they were both amazing themselves, so... Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. Deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Wings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Deathless Tempest. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seems safe enough to traverse. Off we go then. You enjoying this game too then? Alright, audio levels all okay. Things look okay on the webcam. Oh, good. I mean, I hope my voices aren't annoying. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You are true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We're stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot.
Magnificent.
Sir Gilman is all of us. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with you. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make a note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We're close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Voyage onward. Say, Tarek? Hey, Ricky, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Well, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy down here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Know what I mean? Hey, then let me see what I can do.
For the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine lies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, oh, oh,
Black Basin.
The place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides.
At last your wagon rumbles onto solid jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Can you hear me over the music?
1,000 years gone by. Oh, oh.
Black Basin. Black gas, searing vapour and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that leap across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Hang on. Just see if I can turn down the music volume a bit. Ah, there we go.
From the plains that sleep below to the canyons open wide, hear the song of gentle morning for the lost and lonesome bride.
Okay. Hopefully that should be better. Okay, let's see what's in the wagon then. Oh, it's my man, Sir Gilman. Sir Gilman's crest. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing manoeuvres. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honour, and this knight has a great deal of honour to regain. Having fled the Pyre heart, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in the most honourable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law as described within the books. Some drivens this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Orez and his 7 friends deserves neither honour nor his freedom. Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness, so please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. I wonder what a chivalrous tune sounds like. Or is it maybe some sort of fragment? You bring me reprieve from solitude? What? Oh god, I'm doing Gilman's voice for her. You bring me reprieve from solitude? What seek you in exchange? So then, we're back on solid land or something like it, Then this must be the Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the furthest corner of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves might just descend from up on high and strike me with yet another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now that we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Yeah. I mean, my voice coach basically taught me to, because I'm trying to change my voice anyway. Sort of trying to remember where I keep all the muscles when I'm doing a voice. But the problem is, like, I just get them all muddled up. And to be honest, I think like half the voices are too similar to one another. I shall be here if you need me. Yep, that was this is the voice I was using. Just a bit aloof. I'm actually making fun of a customer I had once. Okay, survey the surroundings. You find that Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You occasionally see dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. I think an earlier character mentioned harpies or something like that, so... Eventually your companions make their way back and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hey everyone, I'm back! I've come back! Chai returns from the east with little to report save for the word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. That is very helpful information. This light yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from the northern pass visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Oh, that's good, Roy. Saves me for having to pretend to actually be keeping track of anything. I wonder if a fear of heights could be set off by a deep sea trench if you're underwater. I suppose that'd be a fear of depth, though. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live inside the pools of rock nearby. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to... Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam. Though in my experience, we should not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Triesta. Nest of Triesta. According to the stars, the next rite shall commence here. The exile's harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. Hey AP, how's it going? The exiles are the hiring remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms of me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate? With them? Then Headwind steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. How's it going, AP? Jodriel glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. You have the rest of the day to practice your vocations. Okay, do we gather resources to buy something? Do some studying. Okay, let's do some foraging. Not too bad. Obviously I was working over the weekend, but I slept in a bit this morning, mowed the lawn before I started, and now I'm streaming, so it's all good. Also, don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing a new dress, so that's nice. Oops. Blackrock, you sense traces of celestial residue here. Stardust seems to stick to those dark boulders. Moss and pools, you sense something Falcon Ron values here. Crystallized bits of magma can be sold for sol if procured. Yep, money sounds good. Well, sister, I had enough scrounging for one day. Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. Fire caps, value 78. This can be sold at the slug market. Not bad. Okay, anything new? No, nothing new. Let's continue. Okay. Blackshore. The low road to the nest of Triesta passes through some razor-sharp sands. Jordaria wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground. Highwing Cove. The high road to the nest of Triesta is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps. Okay. I mean, I want to know more about Jodariel's backstory, but yeah, negotiating sounds like the better option, to be honest. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You're being watched. Jodariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her.
Ma volta dirà.
Perhaps I can communicate with him. Please believe me, ma'am, when I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Harps. A winged race also known as the High Winged Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androboles IX. Jodariel looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanour. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travellers, such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of the sight before Jodariel can respond. Damnation! Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns. Amid the sound of flapping wings, he dusts his cloak and calls out towards them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jodariel returns, sullen. Okay, so audio level's still good, by the way. Perfect. The exiles of the High Wind Remnants are letting you pass for now. It seems they're having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It's a warning, one that Jodariel. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodariel fuming. Jodariel lost -4 hope for the next rite. Damn. Is that a unicorn? At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watch your wagon's ascent, and remain watching now. Page reveals the hunt for myrrh. The hunt for myrrh. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Hob that nursed him back to health and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope caller, some longing for openly cold and uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead.
Oh hey, what brings you guys? Oh hey you guys, what brings you way out here? No wait, don't tell me, I don't want to know. All I want is you get the best deals in the downside.
we got? Extra second to return. Can't afford it anyway. Slightly better range aura casting. I like the sound of that actually. Okay.
Appreciate you doing business. You guys be sure to tell your friends, okay?
Okay. Well, let's commence the rite then. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted land called the Nest of Triesta, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. Oop. Oh, I dig these. I dig her style.
This then? This then? Is what passage for the Night Wings now? Such rebel! Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition.
Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk.
No, you have come beyond on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn.
To be honest, I'm not really sure what kind of voice to give her. With that, the harp swoops off as Jodoriel glowers after her. It's only then you realise another harp has come. Okay, these guys look impossibly cool. Seriously? I literally want that hat and that hair. Yeah, well, the thing is, Friday, they're sort of bird-like, so I feel like they should be quite high-pitched and kind of squawky, but...
She's quite serious, I assure you. I can help sort her out. It's in our mutual interest.
You know naught of my interest.
Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name's Pamifat Vine.
She appears to be one of the winged harps of the Highwind Remnants, now bound in exile.
The surly one there, she was my blood sister. No need to just judge her harshly, though. We've only just met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her.
How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Headwind shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodoriel. No, Headwind, you cannot be serious.
Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one.
Am I perhaps interrupting something?
Say, by the by, did you happen to make this all the way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in.
Trust is something I'm loath to give away, Headwind. But you have set out a course thus far, and I have followed. So do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jodoriel storms off as Headwind turns to you.
What's this take on? This one, my friend. Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp. Yet here she is. What are you getting from her?
Oh my god, do I get to recruit her? Oh yeah, Widowmaker voice sounds good. This bird, this shall be your end. I fired, and then I missed. Then I missed again. Yeah, actually, Freud, that's kind of like, yeah, sort of contralto. I'll give that a try. Anyway, you turn your attention to Pyre, who has been watching with amused interest. Ah, reader. Wait. Ah, reader, how are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade there is truth to it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Hedwyn wants to know your initial impression of Pyre. She seems alright. You're willing to take Pyre at her word and see in her the potential for a valuable new ally. Express your reservations. It may be that her training gives you some resistance to your scrutiny. Admits you do not know. Having only met her, you cannot sense whether or not to trust her and defer to Hedwyn. Okay, fine, I'm gay for the bird lady. Happy? You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pyre and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodrell will come around. He then turns to Pyre. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, I'm sure I love a good condition or two. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodrell, who you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friends, I have no doubt we'll get along famously. Now, I don't suppose you had an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see she's right. Pyre Faring joins you. She has a score to settle. Heck yeah.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pyre, now clad in Nightwing's raiment, heads towards your adversaries in the riots. You! What sort of heathen heart would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Pyre. Pyre's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. Oh, here comes the drama. What in Saint's name are you doing here, with them? Saint Tristia Tethys, 5th of the 8 scribes in the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined or the Blessed Born. The eldest of the Heart Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again? No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What is life? What's life? What's life, if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here. And the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself, again, consulting with my enemies. Fine then, savour their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pyre says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Burbs. Pyre gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency amongst your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pyre can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pyre should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Okay, what shall I equip her with then? Oh, what's that sound? Hey Kira Strings, how's it going? Oh, thanks for the host. Okay, Fry, good luck with your homework then. Not too bad. Obviously I was a bit wiped out from work yesterday, but I slept in this morning, mowed the lawn earlier, and now I'm good to go. Oh, and we've just unlocked this impossibly cool harp lady as a character. Why? I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rite for us, then I shall not. I wasn't going to choose her anyway because she'd lost loads of hope earlier. Okay, so Gilman can't be selected. Chivalrous. So Gilman wishes for Pyre to conduct the rite instead of him. Unwilling. Okay, so that leaves Chai. Interesting. High morale and low morale.
Just choose.
Okay, fine voice, I'm choosing.
Shay.
Why don't we all have wings? I want to have wings too.
Yeah, that's fair. And yep, doggo with the doggo.
Ruki.
Oh, huh? Yeah, you got it, sister.
It is done.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when you're finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pyre. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I'd rather see you rot for what you did. To our people and to me. Pyre seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Out of interest, do we have any other essential workers in the chat? I mean, I know Kira works in a warehouse. Not sure about the rep. And obviously Froy's a student. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd very much like it if you could minimise how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we Sisters of the Highwing Remnants can do.
Reader, you put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters?
Yep,
That
clearly.
seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Tabitha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Okay, so the dash knocks people. Hold right to tackle. Nice. See, darling, we Hobbs were not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, hmm? Just don't go underestimating to me for over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. To the sky, sister. Talon formation. It's the orb.
The Pyre has been scathed.
Okay. Chai, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly?
No, I mean, I don't think I do.
Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we Hobbs simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Press W to block flying adversaries.
A banishment. Ah, yes. Both pyres now burn with the same strength. Simply monstrous. As per the sacred law. One false move. There it is. How careless. Beauteous.
Okay, your time to shine, Ruki.
Ooh. Poor exile. Didn't see it coming.
Oh,
careless
okay, I need to stop doing that.
Glory to the scribes. Tread lightly. The flames of freedom. Down goes that one.
Damn it.
Your pyre weakened. One false move.
Oh,
Alas,
come on.
Perhaps you are unworthy.
Come on, let me switch. Oh, come
if I
on.
were that one, I'd be rather angry. Good.
Come on.
Red-handed. Banishment for all. Oh. Poor exile.
What? I have no idea what just happened there.
Brilliantly done.
Come on. Damn you, Pyre. You are no true Fien. To think even you had the gall to call me sister, still after everything you wrought upon us? I hate to break it to you, Tabitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I've wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you'd come all this way to face me, Pyre, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you see Pyre shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Okay.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores.
Oh, come on.
And it is done. The essence prevails. They somehow managed to scrape by despite their adversaries' efforts. Thus end this night's proceedings.
You Commonwealth filth, how fortunate for you that here, to underestimate us only brings defeat, however bitter. On the other side, your very lives would have been forfeit. Tamifo, wait, please. You found good company there, Pyre. Maybe you wither here with them. I hope sincerely that we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha watches as her blood sister departs.
Oh, your wings, they're very beautiful. And also, I'm sorry that we failed. I think we're heading back now, by the way.
Vastalantes.
Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways. Until the stars align.
Well, that was close. Obviously this is my first playthrough, so I'm not going to try reloading or anything. I like that it actually changes depending on how well I did though. After ceding victory to the Essence in a narrow loss, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group.
Agras temporale.
Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Samantha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust us, what the gods say, isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since the first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. I mean, seriously, she got the eyeshadow, the purple lipstick. She has got a look. He stammers something about having to check on the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask for a moment of your time outside. There is somewhere I may ask we go, here in Black Basin, Reader. By your leave, of course. And provided that the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please? Okay. Lou, the vernal star. The vernal star that burns bright over the densest wood in Black Basin. The glade of Lou, directly due west, and it is just as my client indicated. Glade of Lou. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The great sap scholar Luce Glorian here vanquished the root titan, limbless Arizak. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around it. The path to the sacred Mount Olodiel lies far beyond these suffocating woods. Everyone enjoying the stream so far then? How do we find him? Ye shall find us. It seems you have seen to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Pamitha's moonshine, kept close at hand in the good off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. See what she's got to say. You approach Prometha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same.
Bastalantes?
Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments where we met, that vote of confidence in me, which you relayed to that nice headwind boy, I'm grateful you are willing to see past these wings.
Gasham Boridas.
One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You see, I've business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine.
Imbrajetaste.
Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time. Especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Okay, my voice is starting to give out a bit, so I'm going to call it here, and I'll get back streaming on Wednesday. Hopefully for a bit longer, because I don't actually have anything other than work in the morning. So, yep, thanks everyone for coming. Yep, sorry Kira Strings. You pretty much only just got here, but yeah. Anyway, as per my tradition, I'll find someone to raid. Yeah, likewise. I'm trying to make it more of your streams, but they keep obviously with time zones, they're usually quite early in the morning for me. So hopefully I'll be able to catch one soon. Oh, cool. Not sure what I'm quite sure what I'm doing later, but I'll try to tune in if I can. Okay, let's see who's streaming. This top really doesn't suit this dress. Oh well. Wait, you're streaming for 7 hours, or you're going to be streaming in 7 hours? Okay, let's see. We've got Canuda or Nick. I think Canuda. Alright. In that case, I might drop in a bit. I need something to watch while I'm making my tea anyway. That's the meal of tea, obviously, not the drink tea, which I'm just finishing now. But in the meantime, okay, so anyone who wants to join the raid team, hop aboard. We are raiding in 3, 2, 1. Yes, I realised I counted up.
Bree! Bree is raiding with a party of 2. Thank you. Welcome to the craziness. I mean, you joke, Exit, but I was taking the heads off of those dudes. They don't seem to die any other way. Yeah, I've got the big guys. You two deal with the little ones. Oh, I forgot to say in Bria's chat that we were switching games. Yeah, sorry about that. Did I forget to change category too? I did, didn't I?